Hello, welcome to another edition of Gangster Magician Tarot, where I'll be your host, the Gangster Magician himself, and I'm here to do a bonus read for you because I love you guys, okay? It's going to be an Sunday afternoon special, okay? So just know, it's going to not be as long as the usual, but I have work a little bit, so I just figured out I would get a little something for you, okay? Figure I'd surprise you. I like to surprise people sometimes, right, Archangel Michael? Archangel Mike, ain't that right? He said, yes, brother, you love surprising these me. You love surprising your magical gangsters. They love when you do extra readings, he said. So he said, they love it, okay? And we're always protected, okay? Just know that, all right? So let's get a little selenation here of these cards, and then we'll go from there, okay? That's what I was thinking. Get this party started a little faster than usual. No time for jokes, okay? We're not here for jokes. It's going to be a quicker one. 20 minutes to a half, okay? I'll do my best I can. See if I can get everything in at that time. All right, let's do this. So, just know, brother, you are still here, the Gangster Magician. You are the one magical gangster who's manifesting all this. You are creating this. You are a creator, okay? And you are creating yourself a financial opportunity with this Ace of Pentacles. This will be brought to you. You are Nine of Pentacles, you are Nine of Cups, you are wish come true, okay? You are just amazing. And the fact that you're so amazing is causing towers for all your enemies because they never seen you coming back. They never seen you coming back from the dead, okay? And you are back, and now, not only back, but Seven of Wands in complete control of the situation. And this is really, really setting towers for these people, okay? They're very, very much, okay? Because your urge to create Ace of Wands, okay? Your inspiration, you want to, starting a new project, not having all your eggs in one basket. This was like what got you to the next level. You know who's seen all this? Your main man, the one who sees everything. King of Swords reverse, and they see that you are a good person, and you will be rewarded for everything that you've been through, okay? So just understand, if it's tough now, it's not going to be tough much longer because there's a huge tower here for your enemies, okay? And that is going to bring you this financial opportunity, which will create this new project, okay? And you are protected by this King of Swords, all right? Don't forget that, all right? And Archangel Michael is in King of Swords energy, just so you know. Okay, so just understand that. Oh yeah, let me open my heart to you. I open my heart to you. Okay, we're now, our heart chakra is open. Bring on the love. Let's see what I could get out of this. Let's see if I could get a little something. Maybe I could get a specific one here. This King of Wands has popped out. Let's see what we can work with. See, we get the overall energy here. What are we working with? What are we working with? Okay, you are working with temperance. That's what you're working for, because you're an extremely balanced person, okay? You found purpose, okay? You're very harmonious. All right, you're very moderate. You do everything in moderation. Very sensible person. Have a lot of patience. The patience of a saint you have, okay? And just understand, the chariot's here, so movement is here. Your balance is the reason why this chariot is here, okay? Because if they wanted you to be off balance, they needed you to respond to them in certain ways, but you never gave them what they wanted. You never gave them the response they wanted. So this left your enemies frustrated to the point where they continue to try. Then now they're being seen in the chariots here, okay? It's movement. They got it to move, okay? They were hoping that they could go without, make you seem like you were crazy. That's what they were hoping. Did not succeed. They really thought they had you, though. I'm telling you. Okay, now, Six of Swords, you're leaving all this behind. Whoever was trying to make you out to be crazy, okay, you're leaving this nonsense behind because you are clear as day showing that you're a balanced person. And the people that said you weren't are being seen as the unbalanced ones, the ones that do everything in access, the ones that said that you do that. So it shows that they were projecting onto you all these years, okay? If they're going through exactly what they said that you are. So they projected onto you, all right? And just understand, Page of Swords, and the reason why is because your thirst for knowledge. Your new ways to communicate are what set this in motion, okay? People seeing you're communicating in a very balanced manner and then just walk away. It wasn't like you didn't come, you weren't, yelling, screaming, jumping around, you didn't do any of that stuff, okay? You took it on the chin and you walked away, okay? And you walked away balanced. And this is what is causing towers for your enemies, okay? Make that make sense, but that's what's happening, okay? Because it's all because they need you to respond so they can take your energy. You're two Queen of Swords, okay? And now, Nine of Swords, your enemies, they're very anxious and depressed, okay? We knew that King of Wands reverse characters hiding from justice and death, okay? But you know who this is, though? This is this devil, okay? They're very anxious and depressed because they never thought things were going to go this far. They never seen you coming back and, facing them head on, okay? This person, they were egomaniac. You're killing the devil's ego. That's how much of an ego slayer you are, that this devil, their ego is being killed because they have to submit. They're going to have to come to the conclusion that they can't do anything. There's nothing they could do right now, okay? And they got to submit. They know it. It's like you got them in a Kimura lock. They're not getting out, okay? It's just, whatever. Break your arm then. No big deal. Send you back to hell to never be seen or heard from again. Okay, you know who else is this devil? This Queen of Cups in reverse character, okay? Because they're crying and screaming, okay, saying that you are doing this to them, okay? That you're the one who's really unbalanced, that you took their energy is what they said. That's what they're trying to play that game. That you're like who they are. It's just all projections, okay? But Nine of Swords, they're crying in their bed. The devil's being seen in these people, okay? You're too Knight of Swords, action-orientated, too ambitious, too driven to succeed. They weren't going to stop you, okay? It was impossible, okay? Because you're just too, you're on this fucking road, you're like, come on, people get out of, either get out of the way, or run the fuck over. You're not playing games with these people right now. All right, and they see that, but you're very balanced while you're doing this, and you're just leaving it behind. Six of Swords, you're like, I don't need this, because they need you to roll around the mud with them for this to work. Okay, they didn't even expect you to come back this far to roll around the mud, but and now the fact that you're not giving them that, and still being in temperance, and still being happy, and still being, the best version of yourself, it shocks them, okay, Page of Pentacles in reverse, because they have a greediness here. They're lazy, they have a lack of commitment, they didn't learn from their failure. That's why this Queen of Cups in reverse is sitting here in this Nine of Swords energy, all anxious, depressed, worrisome, having nightmares, okay? They're completely heartbroken. Three of Swords, okay? They're not heartbroken for any other reason than the fact that they're being seen, okay? They're being seen for what they really are, okay? They try to say this is what you are. Queen of Cups in reverse, okay? Some over-emotional, clingy person. But this person is basically showing themselves as somebody who can't take care of themselves, okay? And you are clearly showing yourself as a Nine of Pentacles. So it's like, whatever. That's what I'm saying. You couldn't defend yourself any better. Let them show it to them. You don't have to say nothing. That's the best part. You don't say nothing, and they will show everything for you. Okay, they're showing everybody everything, and it's all because of your new ways of communicating. Okay, and that's why they missed their chance, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, they missed whatever opportunity this was. This was a lost opportunity. They had a lack of planning and foresight, this Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, they took money to approach your counterpart and pretend they're you. Okay, they did this knowingly, okay, to stop a divine union. Okay, and they were eventually going to turn on your counterpart and then try to take them for all their money. Okay, and this was all designed by your counterpart's mother and your best friend, and now they're being seen, okay? Because you're clearly being seen as a Nine of Pentacles. They tried to say that you were not this. They tried to say that this is what this Queen of Cups is, the Nine of Pentacles, that they are the ones who are, the showstopper, okay? They're the real Queen of Pentacles, but they're not the ideal spouse, okay? They're clear as day, crying in their bed, okay, with a lack of commitment, showing how greedy, lazy, and, they didn't learn from their failure, okay? And they lost their opportunity because they may have had something, but they felt like they wanted to take your opportunity. That's what they thought. But no, okay? Because you have your Nine of Pentacles. Nobody's taking nothing from you. You don't need nobody, so who's going to come take it? We dare you to come try to take something from us now. That's what we say. We dare you. Fucking dare you, okay? And nobody's going to come, okay? Because Four of Pentacles, because they're already trying to pull scars to detect this. They are all trying to hold on to whatever they have. They know that they're stuck. They're hoping that somehow or another you fall off, but that's not going to happen. They're not going to win. You're too amazing. You're a Queen of Wands energy, okay? It's just energy that your counterpart, your King of Cups, loves the most about you. They think it's the best thing ever. They think it's the best thing since sliced bread. They're so sexy, they said. And they always were super attracted to. You were the person they were most attracted to in this entire world. Okay, so whatever happened with this is all had to happen. So like I said, the only way you would have been together with this other happened is for them to have to swim upstream to go be with you and then end up just getting killed anyway. So it wouldn't have worked anyway. And now, after all this, the universe handled this. It balanced itself out. You left it behind. You're balanced, okay? Copycat's being seen as a crybaby's a liar, okay? And the people that recommended him are being seen through, too. So it's like you're getting two birds with one stone here, okay? It's very, very satisfying right now for you. okay, Two of Swords reverse, because they figured a lot of confusion, a lot of indecision, information overload. People, they don't know how to respond. It's like they're all glitching, okay, because now this one's main man, King of Wands, he's asking questions. He's saying, what's going on here, Queen of Cups? He sees that there's money missing from certain things. He has a couple questions, this King of Wands has a couple questions for this Queen of Cups in reverse. And then this person is going to start putting on the waterworks, okay, to, hope that this person just lets them off the hook and feels bad, but this person has seen enough, okay? And they're coming to get them. They have a couple questions, they said. They said, have a seat. That's what they told you. That's what they're going to tell you. Have a seat. And they have evidence to back it, to show what you did. Okay, and this is going to cause a huge tower when this King of Wands confronts this Queen of Cups in reverse, okay? A huge tower, okay? This person will be seen, okay? And that's why they're crying in their bed. They're seen as a fucking psycho, all right? What they did is ridiculous, okay? And that's why this tower is ascending right to the Five of Pentacles, okay? But we don't believe they'll survive that. And if they do come back from that, bravo. But we don't believe that they will even allow themselves to, I don't even think they'll even admit to it. It's that crazy. They're going to go take it to the death and keep saying that they're going to have to be put in a mental hospital. That's what's going to happen, because they're not going to ever stop, all right? That's what they'll end up doing. They'll probably spend the rest of their time in a mental hospital, okay? Because, again, Knight of Swords, you're too action-oriented, too ambitious, and you're truth-driven to succeed, okay? And this causes a huge tower, especially since this King of Wands sees who you are, okay? And they see what you're all about, Five of Wands. They see that these people want rivalry with you. They want a conflict. They want to, they feel like they had competition with you. One-sided competition it was. But now they only have strife and tension amongst the ranks over there. Because this King of Wands now has approached this Queen of Cups in reverse and said, where's the money? Okay, because I see you borrowed money out of here and you never returned it. Okay, because they thought this King of Wands, as he's older, they thought he's stupid. He seen everything. He knew what this was. He knew this from the beginning. This actually freed them too from this whole situation. Okay, Three of Cups in reverse, because there's a ton of overindulgence. There's heavy partying with this Queen of Cups in reverse. They were spending money on spell work. It clear as day. They're asking him about, what are these charges here? This is what it is. What is this to this? What is this? And this person's stuttering. They don't know what to do. Okay, they're acting crazy. Okay, that's why they're in the bed crying. They're trying to avoid this King of Wands seeing very clearly, okay? Ace of Swords. They see very clearly what's going on. This is not even a question. This King of Wands he's just letting them hang themselves harder and harder, okay? Just asking questions, not even saying nothing. This person, the way they respond, tells that King of Wands everything they need to know, and it's very clear that these people are, they're not having a good time, this Queen of Cups in reverse. They thought that they were going to destiny swap with you and take your energy. They thought so, didn't they? How about that? They were mistaken, weren't they? And now, Seven of Wands are hugely, hugely exhausted, and they have to give up. Like I said, they're in a Kimura lock. You have this person in a Kimura lock. You could break their arm at any time, but you're going to give them an opportunity to tap and then walk away, okay? So they're still having that opportunity to tap and walk away, because the tower's here. The Tower of Terror for them is here, okay? The Tower of Terror is here, and this person's going to go up, and they're going to go down, okay? And it's not going to stop, okay? Because you're going to do that from Hermit energy. They won't even know where you're coming from. They don't know where you're at, what you're doing. They have no idea. They're completely out of their mind, not knowing where you're at. So just think about that. They know you're action-oriented. They also know you're balanced, and they know you're leaving behind this situation. You're not really invested into it. They know that you're not as invested into your counterpart as much, so they're losing interest in your counterpart. Your counterpart's already done with them, okay? So it's like, it's everybody for themselves to try to get to you. It's just crazy, okay? Now the Six of Wands in reverse. This Queen of Cups is coming up very unpopular. They've been discredited, okay? Nobody's listening to what they said anymore. They said from the beginning, they tried to make it like they were some spiritual guru and that you were some, nobody, and you didn't know nothing, okay? But the fact is, you're one being seen as the one who really God likes, okay? This person's being seen as a fucking dope, all right? And you're making it very clear that they're a fucking dope, okay? Because Three of Wands, because your garden's already sprouting. Your secret garden has already sprouted a tomato. It already has, some whatever the fuck comes out of there, okay? Cauliflower and stuff. I don't know what the hell else, broccoli and shit. It's all coming from there, all right? So you're good. So it's not great, but it'll be good, okay? It's getting there, all right? Wait till the summertime. Wait till we really start, That's when, we get more sun, okay? So we need more sun. Okay, now the end is near for whoever wanted to come up against you, because like I told you, death is on their business trip. They are at these people's doors knocking, and they're not answering, okay? They're not answering. Now this Queen of Cups in reverse doesn't want to answer, okay? They're over there hiding somewhere now in their bed, okay, crying, saying they don't want to go, they're saying. Okay, and they're coming. That's like, listen, you got to come on. Don't make me come in there, is what he's saying. He says, you know what you did to the magician here. You know what happened. You know what you did to these gangster magicians. You got to go now. All right, come on. And now they don't want to go. Okay, they're crying, they're screaming, and you're just sitting here, you're manifesting all this, and you're just watching them act like a nut. You're just like all balanced, action orientated. This causes big towers by you just sitting here relaxing. Isn't that something? Isn't it something that you are the one who ends up being the star of the show here? Okay, these people thought that you would never, ever get this energy back. Okay, they thought you would never even know you had this energy. And this is what makes you so special, because you are the star of the show. Okay, they wanted you to be the star. They wanted you to be Truman. Okay, they want you to be star of the show, but, you know, they benefited off of it. Okay, that you, whatever it is, you didn't even know what was going on. This is what it was. This was almost like the Truman Show, okay? And it's fucking ridiculous, but it doesn't matter, because look where it got you, okay? Look where it got you, because you are the star, you are the superstar, and you are the one, okay, brother, who brings the fun, okay? Because you're the one who's going to be instrumental in creating this new earth, okay? You're the one. This cycle's complete with these people, this Queen of Cups in reverse. Death's here, the King of Wands is here, okay? A Tower is here, they're being discredited, Six of Wands, and the cycle's now complete with them. So there you go. Cycle is complete with this Queen of Cups in reverse. All right, so things should be ending for them very shortly, because remember, your main man, the Grim Reaper, is coming for them, okay? The Grim Reaper is coming for this Queen of Cups in reverse, okay? And that's been via the King of Wands, okay, with this, delivering this tower. Now this Queen of Cups wants to, you know, they're crying in their bed, okay? So that's where they're at right now. They're crying in their bed about this lost opportunity, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, okay? And their Three of Cups in reverse, overindulged and having heavy partying. Nobody even wants to be around them, and they're being seen as unpopular and discredited, while you are the one who's being seen as the star of the show. And not just any star, but an action-orientated, very driven to succeed star, who's extremely balanced and is now leaving behind this bullshit, because we don't need it, because we're better than that, okay? So there you go, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that quick read, okay? So have a great day. Bye.